Hi guys, what's up? My name is Kayla and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my first full face of first impressions. I thought that was going to be a lot harder to say. I have a little bit of everything here. I have the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill palette, which is brand new, and then I have some items too that are just new to me, like the Dermablend loose setting powder. I'm really excited. I love playing in new makeup. I will say I already primed my lids, and I also did my brows before starting this video, and I also put a little bit of this on, which is delicious. This will also be a challenge to see how long it takes me to spill something on my white shirt, which I never wear. I'm usually in black. I believe I bought the second edition of the palettes. I guess we'll figure out soon. The first one's had some quality issues. I purposely haven't watched anyone else's reviews of these palettes just because I wanted to keep this 100% authentic, so I'm hoping that I have the ones that are new. I purchased the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill palette in the shade range Bling Baby Boss. I keep wanting to say Bling Baby, Bling Boss. They're beautiful berry tones, as you can see. I'm thinking some very rich berry tones today with a little pops of orange. I'm going to start by taking some of the shade Hush Hush right here and putting that into my crease. So I'm hoping the rest of the shades get some good reviews because I really would pick up the rest of them. They're only like $15. I guess we'll see what happens there. And I'm just going to work that out a little bit more. So now that we have a little bit of a base on, I'm going to go ahead and darken it up. I'm going to take this shade Sparks right down here. It's that red shade. And I'm going to just put that on the outer part of my lid and work it up. I'm just stamping it on. And then I'm going to work it into my crease. Same thing on the other side. With that same first brush I first used, I'm going to blend everything together. And then I will repeat that darkening. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more of that red shade Sparks. And I'm just going to do that in the outer part of my crease. And I'm just dipping it in, and then I'm going to blend it out. Again, same fluffy brush from the first time. So far, I'm not really having any blending issues with these. I think they're blending just fine. I'm purposely leaving this bottom part a little messy here. I am going to go back and clean it up with concealer afterwards. With a brand new palette, I wanted to make sure that there wasn't going to be a ton of fallout on my cheek. That's why I did this first. I wanted to get my eyeshadow down first, and I'll go back in and clean it up. Next, I'm going to take that shade Mystic up here. It's that really dark plum color. It's gorgeous. And I'm just going to press this into the outer part of my lid and just a little bit onto the crease. At some point, I gouged my finger into that shade. I am so pissed. And I think I got it all over my face. With that fluffy brush one more time, I'm going to go in and just kind of work this outward. Again, don't worry, I'm going to go in and clean up that bottom there. Next, I'm going to do a little bitty cut crease. Then I'm going to take that and just stamp it out. Either going to go in with the shade Ballsy or the shade Bling. Ballsy, Bling. What do we think? I think I'm going to do Ballsy on the center of my lid and then the shade Bling on the inner corner. Bling Bling, actually. That's the one I gouged out. Okay, just on my same cut crease brush, I'm going to take the shade Bling Bling. All right, I'm definitely getting a lot of fallout, so I'm going to go ahead and add some MAC Fix Plus. Much better. For the next shade, which is the Ballsy shade, I think I'm going to just use my finger. Now that I have the top part completed, I'm going to go ahead and do some lashes and a little bit of a wing liner off camera, and then I'll be back. I am going to put a little bit more on the bottom after we had the face done. And we're back. I just went ahead and popped on some lashes. These are the Ardell 110s that I added on from the natural pack. Quite like them so far. They feel really comfy. I did add just a little bit more red into the outer crease just to darken it up a little bit more. So far, I'm really happy with this palette. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. I do want to add just a little bit more drama, a little pop of color maybe in the bottom lash line. We'll see where we go. Let's get this base on. So I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This one, the purple one, is said to be more pore minimizing. I of course used the original one but haven't tried this one out, so let's go ahead and try that out. I'm just gonna spread this around everywhere where I do have issues with my porous throat showing through. And then this is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Luminous Makeup. It does have an SPF of 18. I believe this is supposed to be a dewy finish. Let's pump out a little bit. Also new to me, this is the Sigma 3D HD blender. It has all different kinds of points and sides that are made, supposed to be used for different things. I'm going to give it a shot, see if it can be my favorite. I hope this foundation works for me. It looks a little dark. Don't know how I'm feeling about this blender. It just feels funny because it's not like that bulbous point. Let's try a little more. This time I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques. Just to take a closer look, I think the color is a little bit too yellow for me, but that's okay. We'll see what happens if it oxidizes or anything like that. I'm going to be going in with some concealer, so that should help brighten it up a little bit. The finish is dewy, and I like that. I don't like completely matte foundations. I have very dry skin, so I need a little bit of that luminosity. But it's looking good so far. It was very easy to apply. Nothing new here. I'm going to go in with my Shape Tape. It may seem like a lot, but I use it like in different parts of my face. I just kind of use my sponge to spread it around. Give this a shot again. Like, I don't know what side of it to hold. Like, it just doesn't feel very comfy. It's this one, if I can get it to kind of cut out like my Real Techniques. I guess that's working okay. And then just to brighten up the middle areas of my face, I'm gonna add just a little bit in the center, just to lighten up this foundation. Need a little bit more coverage. I have the darkest under eye circles, and I did not sleep last night, so it's not helping. Yay for 3 cups of coffee already. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to play around with the sponge a little bit more. It just feels so weird to me. I'm just so used to picking this up and I find myself just grabbing it each time. Next I'm gonna try the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. I know this is a cult favorite. It's been on the market for a long time. I've actually had it since February. Ulta had their 21 Days of Beauty and it's just been sitting. Okay. It's got one of those things inside. Oh, okay, it's not too hard to get out. Put a little bit in my cap here. Do my chin. And then always around my smile lines. And while that's sitting for a minute, I'm going to take a fluffier brush and just dip back in to the powder. And just put a little bit on my forehead. I tend to not do too much on my forehead just because I get flaky there. But I don't want to be too shiny either. And I'm going to dust all that excess off. I like the foundation so far. I was so intrigued by this because I saw Drew Barrymore with Tati doing a promo video with it, and she just took the foundation and pressed it all into her skin. I was like, does that really work for some people? Because it doesn't work for me. Maybe I'll try that next time. Next I have two items from Milk. I have been loving them lately. One's a bronzer, one's for the lip and cheek. I'm looking forward to trying them. This is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer, and it is in the shade Baked. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, it's got a little topper on it. Let's see what I can do with this. So it's really buildable. It goes on pretty light. Let me get a little bit more. Yeah, that's beautiful. I really like it. It kind of smells like all cream products do, that like crayon smell. What do you guys say? I definitely say crown, singular, but I say crayons, plural. Is that weird? Very subtle, which is I like because I'm so fair that I don't need a lot. Like I don't want too much. You can still see my dark circles. Shape Tape is not covering anything. Like I need something so thick, and Shape Tape has probably done the best of covering my circles, but they're there still. Next up is the Lip and Cheek Stain. This is in the shade Rally, and this was described as mauve. Just picked this up yesterday. Just gonna go right on here. Okay. And then let's blend it in. Ooh, pretty. I love blush. It's probably my favorite. One of my favorite looks is just like heavy blush, a bold lip, and a very like neutral, maybe just wing liner eye. I love that. If it looks a little uneven, it's because I have my lighted makeup mirror on this side, so you're just seeing this side more than anything else because it's shining right on it, but I swear it is even and looks good. I really like it. I have such a mess in front of me. Before I highlight and do my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of color on the bottom of my lash line. I also have the Marc Jacobs eyeliner to use as well, and that is in like a peachy shade, so I'm excited to see what it looks like. On a thin pencil brush, I'm taking the shade Mystic, which was that deep red, and I'm just putting it in the center, lower lash line. Actually, I lied. It's the deeper plum shade. And then on the outer part, Sparks is the deeper red shade, and I'm going to add that there. And then I'm taking Hush Hush, which was the initial shade I put down, and I'm just going to blend it all together. Okay, so now that we got some color in the bottom of the eye, I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Highliner. These are fairly new. I already ordered another color. I think I got a deeper orange color. This is more of like a peachy, I believe. Let's go right in. It's got a little twisty bottom, it looks like, which is nice. Okay, so there's some glitter there. It's really pretty. I don't know how much you guys can see under my eye. There you go. You can see more of that peachy glitter going on. Surprisingly, it's actually not super pigmented. Still pretty. It did add that pop of orange that I wanted. And I'm just adding a little bit of Better Than Sex to the bottom of my lash line. Time to play with the Dream Glow Kit. I have been eyeing these forever. Let's see. Open her up. Ooh. These are highlighters, but you could also obviously use them on the lid or the inner corner. I don't know what I want to do. I'm either going to go in with that Regal shade, which is this one, or the Ethereal. And you could use these as highlight or on the inner corner on the lid. That's really pretty. And then Ethereal, I'm like, where don't I have glitter right now? You see that? That's really pretty. Let's go in with Regal just because I want that little pop of orange. I'm dipping into Regal. Can you guys see that? It's very, very glittery. I don't know if I like it yet. Let's take one of these guys. It's a little bit fluffier of a highlighting brush. I think you really only see the larger chunks of glitter in person. It's not picking up in the camera. I think I am going to go ahead and pop just a little bit of that Regal shade in the corner of my eye with some Fix Plus. Next up, I have a couple lip options here. I have two Smashbox Always On Liquid lipsticks. This one's in the shade Spoiler Alert. This one's in the shade Rust Fun. This one's metallic. I think I'm going to go with Rust Fun just to have some fun today. I love the formula, but even more than that, I love this tip on them. It's a little pointed tip, so it makes it really easy to draw on your lip line, your outline rather. She's metallic. It's kind of like a pumpkin with a little bit more red in it. I think I really liked it. I think it's perfect for fall. I'm going to go ahead and set with the Mario Badescu Lavender Spray. This one's facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. I've been using this since June. It smells really good, and it's a cheap alternative to some of the higher price ones. Something else that makes me really think of fall is a Dirty Chai, and that is the name of this color. This is new from Bite Beauty. They're the French press lip glosses. Yep, exactly right, French press lip glosses. And I bought this shade. Woo. And I'm gonna add that just to the center. It smells like coffee beans, like fresh coffee beans. Not a complaint. This is taking away some of the metallic quality to the other lip product, but I wanted to try it. And here is the completed look. I really enjoyed my first full face of first impressions. I don't think we had anything that was awful. The only ones that kind of surprised me were the Dream Glow Kit. I didn't expect that to be quite as glittery as it was. And I think this Rust Sponge shade with the Dirty Chai over it is a little bit more red toned. I wanted to have a little bit more orange in there, but I still think it looks pretty. As far as the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill palette, I look forward to playing with this one again. I had really no issues with it. The only time I had a little bit of an issue is when I went to blend the two matte shades together, the dark plum and the red. But other than that, they performed well. I had a little bit of fallout with the shimmer shades, but that's so normal. I really enjoyed the Milk products here. This, I think I would definitely pick up some more shades. This should last me a long time. I very rarely use bronzer. My only other disappointment was the Marc Jacobs Highliner. This is like, I think $25, so it's pretty expensive for an eyeliner. I think I'm going to be getting the other one in the mail soon, maybe even today. It's a deeper orange. You guys will see that in my VIB haul video, but I'm sure you'll get to see me use it soon. So we'll see if the other one has a little bit more pigment in it. Oh, and that was the other one, the foundation. I really like this. I like the finish of it. I like the coverage of it. I look forward to using it a little bit more. If you guys want to see how it wears, let me know below, and I can even post it to Instagram later, or maybe give a little recap tomorrow. I really appreciate you watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon.